Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in the half shell. They are the world's most fearsome fighting team. The heroes in the half shell and their queen. When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut him no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens. Leonardo leaves Donatello does machine. Raphael's cool but rude. Michelangelo's a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in the half shell.
This is the story of a city that never sleeps, and where curfew means as little as law and justice. Every night starts the same way, only now I'm here to offer a hopeful finish. I finally have a lead on the puppeteer pulling the strings in this town, and I'm fixing to close the book on his story, permanently. My name is Casey Jones, and tonight, my sights are set on the mobster known as the Don.
You think we managed to give him the slip, Don?
Are you kidding, Leonardo? A banana skin couldn't trip that guy up.
We've got no choice now, guys. If we want to hold Casey at bay, we've got to bring in our old friend, Usagi.
I'm afraid you and your heinous half-wits are to part company for a time, Shredder. Until you can deliver the Turtles and Super Irma to me, Rocksteady and Bebop shall remain here in Dimension X.
We're going to have to fight fire with fire on this one, Saki.
I'm afraid our crafty competitor, the Don, has already bought out most of the mobs.
Well then, we're just going to have to offer them a courteous counteroffer. I'll start by offering them half of this week's runtime budget.
Now that I've made sure Shredder and Krang won't be too concerned with your whereabouts, I shall have no issue sending you two to the roboticizer to be processed.
And here is where Mr. Thompson will launch his new courier pigeon program.
No offense, April, but you're making it sound like this program is for the birds.
Can't you ever tell when I'm being serious, Mike?
And it's not a question of taking you seriously, babe. It's just being serious means I see you laugh a lot less.
Well, I sure hope you take this seriously, honey.
Mikey, I think it's time we ought to go check on Usagi.
Yeah, I'm sure when we tell him all about Casey's crusade against Don, those floppy ears of his ought to darn well straighten.
So, like, here's the sitch with Irma, battle buddy.
All right, rapscallions, ready to get rigid?
Irma, wait, it's a trap.
You up to keeping crazy Casey at bay?
We're doing our best to track her down, Don, but so far all our leads have come up short.
The one thing coming up short that you have to be worried about is my patience. Now get your men back out on the street and keep searching.
Okay, Vivaldi, let's talk. They say that time is money. Well, if you swear allegiance to Krang and myself, we will give you half of this week's budget. 5 whole minutes out of 15 to spend however you like. Loot, pillage. Just be sure to hand the Don over to us by the end of it.
You ain't thinking big enough, Shredder. We look at ourselves as 60-minute men. If we deliver the Dawn to you, we'll need the full budget for the entire season to come. Then we'll have all the time we need to really make something of ourselves.
Oh, you really will put a strain on the animator's wrists. The joke's on him. While he was busy naming his price, I was busy tracking his men to these coordinates. Contact Shrika and arrange a visit from General Trag.
All right, guys, according to Tony's contacts, Irma is being held at the Okidoke Theater just south of here.
Well, wouldn't you know it? It looks as though video killed the theatrical star.
Well, Don Delatello, any other bright ideas you got for tracking Irma down?
I was hoping not to have to rely on this, given how unpredictable it can be. But since Tony let us down, the best we can hope for is to track Irma's location via our own interdimensional portal.
Now that we've stripped the turtles of their allies,
we can proceed with the use of our interdimensional interceptor.
Okay, guys, here we go. Fingers crossed.
too bad that, in the case of Usagi v. Casey, we have to throw it out of court due to the budget we're splurging on this portal.
Having read the script, I've been able to pinpoint where exactly in the story the turtles will attempt to use their own interdimensional portal to try and verify Irma's location. Now, Krang, now!
It's working! Saki, it's working! We've paved the way clear for Shrika. She can bring the Technodrome to Earth.
Oh no, something disrupted the portal. So after all that, aligning with the mob, sending our own sense of morality down the drain, and worst of all, slashing the budget so badly that we had to cut Usagi versus Casey out of the plot entirely, we're left with nothing. No Irma, no sense of justice.
Donatello, the episode as it is pretty underlength. All this can be salvaged with but one reassurance. Us turtles will be right back after these messages.